Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to create a simple RAG pipeline using N8N. Let's begin. As you can see, our workflow is divided into two parts. The first part is populate your knowledge base and the second part is chat with your data. For the first part, we'll be adding documents that we want to include in our knowledge base so that the AI agent later on knows what we're actually talking about and uses our actual custom data to answer our queries. So for this tutorial, we will need a vector database or a vector store. For this case, we're going with Pinecone. All you have to do is just go to Pinecone and create an account. I will leave you guys the link in the description for it. Once you have created your account, you should be redirected to an interface like this. From the sidebar, select database, go to indexes, and then click on create index so you can create the first index that you are going to populate with your custom data. So click on create index, give your index a name, and then for the configuration, you are going to choose which embedded model that you're gonna use. So for my case, I'm not using any of these. I'm actually using Gemini embedding experimental. So I will click on manual configuration. I will keep the vector type to dense. The dimension, I will look for the actual dimension of my embedding model. For my case, it's 3072. Keep the metric to cosine. And then all these settings, just leave them as they are and then click on create index. I have already done that. So as you can see here, I have one index, which is called N8N. I have no records here yet, but now we are going to be populating our custom data. So let's head back to N8N and then we will look into this part. So for our first node, we'll be using a trigger, which is the on-form submission. To include it, just right click in the workflow, click on add node, look for form, and then click form. And then under triggers here, select the on new N8N form event. It will give you something like this. Here you will have to configure your form that you are going to use. Give it a title. I gave it like an add document title. I didn't give it a description, but you can. And here we'll be adding elements. Since we are going to use actually files to populate our index, we are going to give a field called document with an element type file. And then you can here select multiple files if you are going to batch populate your index. For my case, I'm not going to do that. Here you can set the actual extensions and the file types for your documents. It can be docs or a PDF or whatever. And then select the required field. That way you can submit an empty form. After that, we will have to send in that file to our Pinecone vector store to be populated there. So for that, right click again, click on add node, look for Pinecone. And then under vector stores here, select Pinecone. For the action, select add documents to vector store. It will give you this node. So if you go inside it, you will have to configure it, of course. Select your credential. Just click on create new credential here. And then you will have to paste in your API key. You must got your API key when you first logged into your Pinecone account. It will give you directly a pop-up containing your API key. So paste it in here. After that, for the operation mode, select insert documents. For the Pinecone index, select the index that you have just created. As you can see here, I have N8N. Keep the embedding batch size to 200. And then you will have two options down here. So you'll have to first select the embedding model that you're going to use. So if I click here, it will give me all these options, all these embedding models providers. I went with the embeddings with Google Gemini. So when I click here, I will select the embedding model that I'm going to use. So for my case, this one. And then, of course, you'll have to input your credential for the Google AI Studio and then leave it. It will be directly saved. So I have already done that here. Let me relink this. All right. And then for the second option or parameter, which is the document, it will contain the actual document that we are going to include in our knowledge base. So click on add document. And then from here, you will have to select either a document from GitHub, which is a GitHub document loader, or a default data loader. And since we're going to use the form, so select default data loader, and then for the type of data, select binary. For the mode, select load specific data. Keep this automatically detected by MIME type. And then for the input data field name, select data, as it will have the binary data for our previous document that we have loaded or uploaded. And then under here, you will have to select a text splitter. So click here and then you can choose any of these options. I always go with the recursive character text splitter. And then once you have done that, you are set to go. So I will relink what I did here. And then I will save. If I go back to Pinecone, as you can see, I have no records yet. So let's test this first workflow. I will be inputting this mock file that I have created, which is basically a fake guidelines to our YouTube channel, as you can see here. So let's go back, click on test workflow. Here we'll have to choose the file that we're gonna add to our vector database. So click choose file and then click submit. It's doing its job now. And as you can see, workflow executed successfully. If you go back to Pinecone here, give it a bit of time. And as you can see here, we got all of our chunks inputted inside Pinecone. So if you can see here, we have 5 chunks, each containing data from the PDF file that I have included already, as you can see here. And then that's the first part of our workflow done. Now let's move on to the second part, which is the actual chat into the AI agent part. So for this, we'll be using an AI agent and start with a chat trigger. So right click, click on add node, look for chat, and then select the chat trigger. After that, right click again, click on add node for AI agent, and then add it. It will give you something like this. Just link the two to each other. And here you will have to configure your AI agent. So first of all, in the bottom left here, the chat model that you're gonna use. When you select it, it will give you a list of providers. I went with the Google Gemini chat model. I have inputted my credentials, again, the API key for the Gemini Studio. And then for the model, I went with the Gemini 2.0 Flash. And then we'll have to select a tool. For the tools, if we click add here, look for Pinecone, and then it will give you the Pinecone vector store. When you have it, you'll have to input your API key for Pinecone API again. For the operation mode, select retrieve document. For the name, give the function a name, in my case, straight to point knowledge. And then I give brief description so the LLM will know when to use this actual tool. It will give you a way to select the Pinecone index. So for my case, N8N index, I limited to 2 retrieved documents only. And then in the bottom here, you'll have to select the embedding model again. I went with Google Gemini embedding, which is this one. For the prompt user message, keep it as it is here for the AI agent. For the source for prompt, keep it as it is. We will go to add option, click on system message, and then let's give it a brief system message. Okay, so yeah, I basically gave it a simple system message just to guide it on how to react with user queries. And then here we will save and let's run the workflow. So click on open chat here and let's give it a test. So if we go back to our document, let's select something that we can ask about. So let's ask about the content creation process. Let's send it. As you can see here, it's retrieving information. Alright, so we can see the steps here. We can see that it used the Pinecone vector store to retrieve the relevant information to the documents that we have set. And then, yeah, it used the embeddings again and then the chat model. So let's see the actual response and compare it to the actual document. So it said, number 1, topic research, scripting and outlining, recording, editing, review, refinement, and publishing. It is basically the same as this part here. So what this means is that our N8N workflow or RAG workflow works correctly. And yeah, basically this has been it for how to create a simple RAG workflow in N8N. Of course, the sky is the limit with this. I gave you the basics. You can add more details and more customization to it and adjust it to your use case, of course. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and found this tutorial useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.